So today I'm making a video, hadn't planned on it again. I keep thinking I make these videos obviously for myself, primarily because I go back and I look at my videos, but I'm thinking, oh, this will probably be the last video, or, we'll start to slow down because, I've learned a lot in the last, couple of years. How much more can there possibly be to learn? And there's always something else that comes up. So today basically I was continuing on with the rosebud trellis towels that I was doing. I finished the threading. I wanted to slay the reed, and I'm not making a video on how to slay the reed. I've done that already on how to slay a reed, but I noticed that the reed that I have is actually starting to really show its age. My loom is a very old loom. It's older than I am. The reed, I wouldn't be surprised, is probably the same. So I wanted to show you some of the damage that sometimes you may encounter in the older reeds, and I did some research on YouTube and hand woven and so forth. So I'm gonna try and see whether I can, keep it going, and the paper covering basically is what has come off. So let me reorient the camera to show you what I'm talking about, and then we'll see if I can hopefully fix it, because buying new reeds, especially, for a 45-inch loom, is not cheap. So if I can, keep this one going for a little bit longer, that would be great. All right. So as you can see, basically on the reed there, it's got a paper covering, and some of that paper covering is starting to come off. You can see obviously the reeds on, I guess the teeth you could say, on the other side there. So I looked at what could be done about that, and from what I've been told, you can use duct tape. Now again, the duct tape I have is your regular. It's almost 2 inches of duct tape. I think it's like 1.88 inch duct tape there. So I'm going to try. I'm going to hopefully see that if it's too long or not. And then I'm just going to kind of, put it all the way along there, maybe in little strips. I don't know how long you can do it without it causing issues, but I've secured it the way I would normally secure my reed to slay it, and now I will get started. So I've got basically the duct tape here. All right, your standard duct tape. If I measure it, all right, I will measure it. Let's see here. If I look at it, it is like this had 1.88, which my thing is not precise enough. Now the question is whether or not, if it wraps around, will it overwrap? And will it start covering the teeth on both sides? That I'm not sure. So if I do this, for example, and I put it here, it looks like it's going to be a bit too long. So I don't know. I might have to cut a little bit off as I go along. So maybe I will do it in strips. Let's try a portion of it. Okay. So I'm going to cut a piece. I'm going to basically cut a piece of duct tape here. Okay, it's my husband's duct tape. I'm not going to cut too long a strip, basically, just to make sure that I've got what I need to do down pat, basically. But and of course it's extremely sticky, so I don't want it going and sticking to all this and causing even further damage there. But basically, yeah, I'm gonna try wrapping it around. I don't know if I'm gonna have to undo it and then turn it over and then do it on the other side. I don't know if I kind of worked it in a way. I'm wondering if it would make more sense to actually have maybe a mirror down here so I can actually see what the heck I'm doing. I'm not sure. Anyway, let me try and figure that out, and then I will come back and we will continue on. Alright, so let's try this. I'm gonna see if I can do it by feel. This is almost the frightening part of it. Okay, I'm going to go underneath first, and then try and do that. All right, then we'll put it down flat. I'm going to come around. Whoop. As I come around, though, not sure. I am, well, let's see here. I think it's just a little bit too long, which is a bit of a pain. So, how long is it there? I don't know if it would matter whether or not, because those threads, when they go, they got to go along the bottom of that, right? So I don't want it to. I'm going to end up cutting it a little bit. It's a bit of a pain, but let's see if this is enough here. Next piece I'll probably do before I actually put it on, but let's see here if that's somehow enough. Well, it seems to have been enough. I will, maybe not so much on that end. Okay. Well, it's certainly not the sexiest fix to it, I have to say. But it seems to, it's going to obviously hold. I'm not too worried about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this side here, and then I'll come back and show you what I've done, basically. I'm not sure if the top needs anything. I think the top right now is not, it's not looking the greatest. I might do the top as well. So the question is whether or not it makes sense to keep it secured here, or, excuse me, or to actually hold it. But so far it seems to have done as long as I can feel and I can look, and it's not covering, you know, because as I said, the threads will be going down. So as long as the threads can lie flat on these things and not get stuck, then it should be fine, I would think. Okay, alrighty. So give me a few minutes here, and I will come back. Okay, so I think I figured out how to make it look a little bit neater. So what I've done is that I don't know if all duct tape has this, because I'm certainly no duct tape expert. I'm seeing a lot of ridges that basically go this way. Okay, and obviously those ridges match up this way as well. So basically when I'm cutting it, I try and cut it straight against one of the ridges. So let me just find a ridge here. I'm gonna cut it. Okay, and basically we needed to cut a little portion off. So basically I've kind of figured out that it's kind of two ridges over. So I'm just gonna take my scissors, and I'm just gonna follow the line, because the first one I did not follow the ridge as well. I just kind of eyeballed it, and it was not the greatest. So, and this is not, again, a great thing here, but let's see here. I would also suggest don't use your weaving scissors like I'm doing right now. If it's for threads and material, leave it for threads and material. They will dull them. I just don't happen to have any right now to use. So what I ended up doing is that once I did that, basically, let me just readjust the camera here. Okay, so there's one side that's obviously cut, there's another side that's obviously flat. So I've taken the flat side this time, all right, I line it up, okay, I'm just enough to overlap it on the other one, so it's not too thick. I line it up basically like this, okay, and then I try, before I even start, I'm trying to get it along the bottom so that it's not with my nails there, okay. So guys, I know that you're going to have obviously a little bit of a harder issue, but just, you know, something obviously that's going to kind of press it down. And then I'm just going to start slowly, bring it over, okay. All right. And then when I wrap it around, it looks like that it's not, slowly going to wrap it around the other side there. And then when I push it in, it seems that, okay, there we go. Seems that it's lying flat. It's not causing me any huge issues here. Now, sometimes it does, even though I'm, I wonder if my sleigh hook, that's a perfectionist in me here. Sometimes it's just not laying as flat as I would like it to. So you could probably just take your sleigh hook and push it down so that it's not sticking up at all. So I may just do that. Just kind of push it downwards there, okay? Because I'm trying to push it with my fingers, and it's against, it's as far as it's going to go in terms of the bars there, and I just want it to lie down flat. So it seems to be doing that when I use the sleigh hook, but again, that's up to you if you want to do that. I just don't want it to interfere with my threads later on when I'm trying to put them down and they stick or something like that. But again, I might be worrying for nothing, okay? So again, I'm just going to go and continue to do this on both sides, okay, because it looks like one side definitely needs more help than the other side. But it seems to work quite well there, okay? So hopefully that allows me to get a few more years out of this reed, if not more, before I have to replace it. Because again, it's probably a couple $100 at least to replace the reed of this size. So, and this one's a 12-inch reed. So, all right. I hope that helps and saves you a little bit of money in the long run. All right, guys. Have a great day.